In 2024, my team and I sold nearly $1 billion of real estate in a single year. If you're doing the math with average agent commissions hovering around 2.5%, that is almost $25 million in gross commission income. Here's the truth that everybody seems to miss. Everybody assumes that selling billions in real estate must mean that I had connections or some kind of advantage over everybody else. I really didn't. I knocked on doors, I held open houses every single chance I got. I called thousands of people, I was rejected thousands of times, but I was super hungry. So if I had to do it all over again, no contacts, no listings, no reputation, this is exactly how I do it and how you can too. By the end of this video, you will have a complete framework for building a modern real estate business from scratch. A step-by-step plan that blends old school sweat equity with the new world of AI, data, and of course, content. The habits, mindsets, systems that differentiate the agents who last from the 87% of agents who sadly quit within their first 5 years. And unlike a lot of what you see online, this isn't coming from a guru or someone who stopped selling real estate 10 years ago. I am still very much in the trenches. I negotiate deals. I run one of the top selling teams in the country, and every single week, I see what's working, and more importantly, I see what's not. So let's jump right into it. Number one, treat yourself like a business from day one. If I was starting from zero, the first thing that I would do is treat myself as a business, not as an agent. Most agents go with the flow, but real businesses don't do that. They plan. Here's the structure that I would build immediately. Create yourself a strategic business plan. This is where you outline your value proposition, your farm area, and your monthly targets. Organize your daily schedule. Everybody should have time blocked for outreach, follow-ups, content, learning, previews. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share the ideal daily routine that you should use to get your business off the ground. You gotta make time for education. Get market updates every morning, do contract review weekly, and book at least one training session with a coach or mentor every single week. Set yourself up a weekly performance review, just like you would do if you were in a regular sales job where you had to report to a manager. Sit down and ask yourself these questions. How many conversations did I have this week? How many meetings did I take this week? How many people did I add to my pipeline this week? How many of those people converted into real leads this week? Ultimately, you want to use this time to figure out what's working and, more importantly, what's not working. Watch the money like a hawk. One of the reasons that people struggle in real estate is that in the early days, your income can be extremely unpredictable. Now, the reason that you want to treat yourself like a legitimate business is so that you can establish some predictability. But until you get there, you need to limit your overhead. It's not what you make, it's what you spend, and you should be carefully tracking every single dollar that comes in and every single dollar that goes out. Find yourself a mentor. Now, this can be the same person as whoever leads your weekly training or coaching session, but ideally, it's somebody who's already done what you want to do. If you can, go find yourself somebody in real estate. But if you don't have somebody like that in your network, a close second is gonna be someone that has real sales experience at a high level. Whether it's a founder that scaled a business, or it's a high-performing account executive at a software company, or even the top producer at the local car dealership, you are out there looking for somebody who understands what it takes to identify prospects, build relationships, and drive sales that can help you build your business. Agents who take this approach and think of this as a real business and not just a side hustle gig or a job set themselves up for long-term success. And the agents who don't, they're simply relying on luck. Number two, ruthless consistency beats clever tactics every single time. You have to be consistent in this business. You don't need to find hacks to win in real estate. You just need to be consistent. Success in real estate is remarkably simple. We are not reinventing the wheel. It's consistent communication, reliable information, and daily value creation. But simple does not mean it's easy. In 2026, I wouldn't be out there wasting time trying every new tool or social platform. I'd pick a few high leverage, tried and true actions, and I would perform them daily, no matter how I feel. You gotta remember this: consistency compounds, but clever tactics fade. Number 3, sweat equity over excuses. When I started in the business, somebody said something to me, which was, winners find a way and losers make excuses. I know that's a very harsh comment to hear, but it's something that I've lived by. I don't want to make excuses. When I started in real estate, I had no contacts, 0. When I say 0, I mean I literally got to LA from London, a city over 5,000 miles away, and I knew nobody. So I did the first thing that I could afford to do, which cost $0. I knocked on doors. I knocked until my knuckles hurt. I knocked until people started to recognize me. I knocked on doors until it worked. And in 2026, I would still do this, because the fastest route from 0 to your first deal is sweat equity. People say door knocking doesn't work anymore. And the people who say that are right, because they're the same people who aren't willing to do it consistently. But if you commit to 100 doors a day for 6 months, even if you only got a 2% conversion rate from door knocking to adding someone to your pipeline, that means you've just added 300 potential homeowners to your Rolodex. That's where you start to build real momentum. And momentum is everything in this business. Number 4, service, honesty, and relationships are the moat to this industry. In real estate, the way that you are going to stand out from the crowd isn't placing ads or writing scripts or even the fancy, sexy branding. It is one thing and one thing alone, and that is great service. You can have the sexiest branding or the coolest looking content in the world, but none of it will matter if your service sucks. Your clients need to actually enjoy working with you. And this is how you make that happen. Firstly, be available. When you think about any relationship, whether romantic, professional, personal, it's easier to trust those that actually pick up the phone. They reply, they communicate. You want your clients to feel like you are truly on their team and that you have their best interest in mind. And if it's hard to just simply get a hold of you, they'll consistently be wondering what you're doing and if you truly care. Be brutally honest with your clients. As an agent, half of your job is telling clients what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. More often than not, they're not hiring you to drip honey in their ears. They're hiring you because they think that you'll be a trusted partner who can get the job done. Treat every single client with equal respect. It doesn't matter if they're buying a $200,000 condo or they're buying a $15 million estate. You should always consider it an absolute privilege that they chose you to help them navigate one of the most complex and sensitive financial decisions of their entire lives. And lastly, ask for feedback. The quickest way to become the type of agent who constantly gets referrals and is consistently moving up market is to be that agent who shows a sincere interest in doing a better job. So ask your clients what they liked, what they didn't like, and what would have made their lives easier. Over time, you can take each one of those data points and put it into a winning formula that makes you the best service provider in your market. Doing these things is how you are going to convert your clients into real advocates. Because trust me, referrals will build your business, not billboards. Number 5. Data, tech, and AI are now table stakes. Here's what's different for real estate agents in 2026 versus when I started 20 years ago. Information and technology have become the differentiator. If you want to win in 2026, you have to become data obsessed. So that means that you need to get serious about mastering market data tools, neighborhood analytics, AI assistance for follow-up, automated workflows, content systems, CMA tools, buyer and seller behavior insights. Believe it or not, tech won't replace agents, but the agents who use tech will replace agents who don't. Number 6, embrace discomfort and change. On my podcast, we did an episode called The 8 Reasons Why Agents Fail. The core themes were always the same: fear, lack of commitment, no strategy, avoiding discomfort, and quitting too early. And I always talk about it. The opposite of fear is having faith. And if I were starting again, I'd make a very simple agreement with myself. I am going to make myself uncomfortable every single day. I will hear no 100 times. I will walk into rooms where I feel out of place. I will make mistakes publicly, and I will learn faster than everybody else. Because ultimately, the agent who grows the most wins the most. All right, so I know that was a ton of information, so I want to distill all of it into a simple roadmap that you can implement today. We'll break this up into 4 sections. You've got daily habits, weekly habits, monthly habits, and quarterly habits. So for the daily habits, here's what I would do. 2 to 4 hours of prospecting, 1+ hour of follow-ups or as needed, 1 hour, treat yourself to educating yourself and studying the market, 1 hour of content, and go out and preview 2 to 3 properties. You want to be doing this every single day on repeat without fail. Then on a weekly basis, I would focus on 1 performance review, 1 strategy session, and 1 mentor peer phone call, Zoom, Google Meets. This is where you are going to hold yourself accountable, you're going to figure out how you can improve, and you're going to continue to iterate your plan. Now, when it comes to your monthly habits, this is where I think about some of that high effort, high leverage plays that position you as a true market leader. Monthly data-driven market reports that you can go ahead and send to your contacts, hosting at least 1 neighborhood event, collaboration, or partnership. Lastly, on every 3 months, review your annual goals, review your current pipeline, review your systems, and audit your service delivery. Because if you implement each of these habits into your life for 12 months, you will not remain a new agent, you will become a business. If this video helped you, then I just want you to commit to one thing: put the plan into action. It's going to take you time, it's going to take you effort, it's going to take a lot of patience, but I give you my word and I promise you, if you do this, it will be extremely worth it. The only difference between the agent who succeeds and the 87% of agents who don't are just simply the ones who succeed to do the work. If you want more real estate insights, more strategy, and more of behind the scenes of how top agents operate, then go ahead, subscribe, and I'll continue sharing everything I know.